All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, just 2 days ago, the NNPC increased the price of petrol per liter from 897 naira to 1060 naira, and immediately we are already seeing the negative impact of that ugly development on the economy of the nation. Recall that it was the increase of the price of petrol from 790 naira to 897 naira per liter that brought about the tremendous rise in the cost of cooking gas as we see it today. And it was also after that increase that a bag of local rice moved from 85,000 naira to 104,000 naira and even 108,000 naira in some parts of the country. Now, this evil regime has further raised petrol price from 897 naira to 1,065 naira. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that a bag of local rice will soon hit 120 to 130,000 naira in this country. But amidst all these, some APC chiefs brought tears to the eyes of APC supporters hours ago when they told them that Tinubu will not go back on his policies. We are talking about policies that have crippled the economy, killed small businesses, policies that have increased the number of out-of-school children, worsened insecurity. But APC chiefs say Tinubu will continue in that direction. And I'm not surprised because I keep saying it, these people have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But hours ago, Tinubu's wife, Remi Tinubu, came out to indict the Tinubu regime while trying to defend it. For a while now, Tinubu and some APC chiefs have been fooling some gullible Nigerians, telling them that Tinubu's policies are already yielding positive results. But Remi Tinubu has now come out to admit that the nation is in a mess. Then she turned around to put the blame on Nigerians, calling them lazy. She said, oh, Nigeria is in a mess, but the mess is not Tinubu's making. Then she began boasting about their riches and wealth. And then she said, Nigerians should better get up and walk, that there is no food for lazy man. And ever since that statement dropped, Yoruba youths have been bashing Remi Tinubu from left, right, and center for her careless, irresponsible, and disgraceful utterances. Finally, the evil she has been trying to bottle up for a long time, deceiving people that she's the mother of the nation, is now beginning to come out. Before I show you what she said and how Nigerians, especially Yoruba youths, reacted, let me quickly show you this video. You know, when I said that this fuel price will get to 2,000 naira, some people thought we were just talking. Listen to what this man is saying.
But beyond this, we have a government that is not listening to the ordinary people on the street. It's not listening to the unions. It's not listening to the business community. It's not listening to the clergy. It's not listening to elder statesmen. We have a government that wears the garb of infallibility, that arrogates to itself an all-knowing role. A government that is implacably arrogant, superciliously conceited, and downright self-righteous. It only loves listening to its own voice. This will not lead it anywhere. Time has come for government to sit with appropriate stakeholders and find a way out of this conundrum. Because I tell you and Nigerians that this 1,000 plus that we're paying now, this is not the last bus stop. In the next couple of weeks, prices will go up. You mark my word. Thank you.
You heard him. Clearly, we have a government that listens to no one, and that is not going to change. There is no single policy Tinubu proposed ever since he got into Aso Rock that was not properly analyzed and critiqued by experts. And when they do so, they will always point out the negative consequences, the possible negative consequences of those policies. But he will still go ahead and implement those policies. And the exceptional thing is that every negative consequence that was proposed will begin to manifest all those things will begin to manifest. And instead of this man to say, when I was about to do this thing, experts said that this was going to happen, and now it is happening. Let me reverse these policies. Or let him say, henceforth, I will listen to these experts when they speak. He has not done any of that. Once he proposes, they come out, they tell him the possible negative consequences of his proposals. He will still go ahead and implement. So there's nothing anybody's going to tell me that all these things he's doing are not deliberate. These things are clearly deliberate. The aim is to cause pain for the people. And that's exactly what the people are feeling. That's why they now call him T-Pain, Tinubu Pain. There is no light at the end of this tunnel. All those people that gather themselves in all those, useless WhatsApp group, still supporting APC, deceiving themselves that this administration will turn things around. It is never going to happen. Nigerians should tighten their belts for more hardship, even as they make up their minds and prepare to get the APC out of power, because that is the only way redemption can come. Now, let us look at those disgraceful words from Remi Tinubu and how Nigerians, especially Yoruba youths, reacted. Look at how the papers reported it. No food for lazy man, Remi Tinubu tells youths. Remi Tinubu on Thursday charged Nigerian youths to be hardworking, saying there is no food for lazy man. She spoke at the palace of Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Remi Tinubu was in Ife to inaugurate hostel and a 2.7-kilometer road donated to Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, by the Ooni of Ife and named after her. In her remarks at the palace, Mrs. Tinubu said, "There is no food for the lazy man. Even God worked for 6 days and rested on the seventh day. Nigeria is a land that is flowing with milk and honey, but we need to sustain it for generations to come. God has richly blessed my family before getting to presidency, and we are contented with what we have." Tinubu's wife also urged Nigerians to exercise patience with Tinubu's administration and assured hope for a better future. This administration just spent less than 18 months, so it is not the cause of the economic challenges on ground. You heard that. Remi Tinubu confirming the disastrous economic challenges in Nigeria right now, but then trying to shift the blame away from her husband, as if it was me who increased import duties 6 times in 4 months. As if it was me who increased the price of petrol by over 420% within 18 months. As if it was you and I that floated the naira against all warnings. And then she went ahead to insinuate that Nigerians are lazy. And I'm glad she said that before a crowd of Yorubas. I am happy because this should pinch every bigot who has a brain, because I know there are so many bigots. There will be so many bigots in that crowd to even turn up to that place in the first place. You have to be a bigot, because what is a normal human being doing listening to Remi Tinubu speaking? This woman, who has done nothing all her life other than steal government money, has the effrontery to say that there is no food for lazy man. I doubt if there is any country in the world where people work harder than Nigerians and still suffer. Your husband came in and totally destroyed the economy, and you have the nerves to stand before poor Nigerians to try to absolve him of blame, calling them lazy. As we speak, we have Nigerians who leave their homes as early as 6:30 a.m. to return late into the night, Monday to Saturday, but still can't make ends meet because your husband has made the naira worthless. Yet, you stand there to insult them. But Nigerians have been dragging her. They have dragged her and her entire family since this statement was released. And when the people will finally rise against the political class, heads will roll in this country. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions to this statement by Remi Tinubu. This tweet here by Dr. Oat Ola Adewale says, "God punish you, Madam First Lady. You and your family are the lazy ones. You are reaping from where you've not sown. You are all armed robbers stealing from the commonwealth. Nigerians are the most hardworking people on the planet. It is your senseless greed that is killing us. I don't understand why these people are so stupid, heartless, and wicked to come out and say things like this. I genuinely do not believe that there is any country in this world where people work harder than Nigerians. People are working their asses off in this country. People wake up, leave their homes 6:30, some 6 a.m. to come back 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and still they can't make ends meet. How can you call these people lazy, for God's sake? Because of your wicked and poorly thought out economic policies. And another angry tweet here by Bamidele says, this is the person some unfortunate beings allowed to get into power. It is a crying shame. It is such a shame. I remember when Smart Adeyemi on the floor of the Senate stood up and was crying as a result of people that were dying because of insecurity. And Remi Tinubu looked at him and said, are you now in the opposition? Why are you talking about insecurity? Imagine, a man was weeping that people were dying, and a woman said, why are you soft? Why are you talking about people dying? Are you in the opposition? This is somebody that calls herself a pastor. That is why anybody that is still associated with anywhere that this woman was ordained as a pastor, you need to check yourself. And Omo Iya teacher here says, Nigerian youths are not lazy. Unfortunately, hardworking Nigerians are suffering while lazy, criminal, and certificate forgers enjoy. That's a stray bullet to your husband. And this tweet here says, Nigerians are the most hardworking people on earth. We certainly deserve better from the useless leaders we have. Remi is a mad woman. We Reni, I'm telling you. And this tweet here by Temi Dire says, no food for lazy man, but our brothers in the northern part of the country can't go to the farm due to insecurity. What is your husband's impact on the Nigerian economy? Bunch of criminals and cold-hearted people. Is it only in northern Nigeria that people can't go to farms? Even in Southwest, how many times have Association of Southwest Farmers come out to cry that Nigerians should expect farming because they've not been able to go to farms, that their farms have been taken over by the killer herdsmen? They have come out countless number of times to cry out. So the Southwest should warm up for farming next year. Now, there are some jobless and delusional Nigerians who still listen to the likes of Reno Mockery, who try to prove that petrol is cheaper in Nigeria than it is in other African countries. Now, the next video I'm going to show you, I actually brought that video here because of people like that. First of all, you are jobless enough to listen to someone like Reno Mockery. Then simple facts that your brain should be able to tell you to decode, you still cannot decode. Watch this video.
For those who have been insulting our collective intelligence, who say that petrol is cheaper, that petrol is costlier in other countries and so on and so forth, that Nigerians literally have petrol for free. Shame on them for insulting our intelligence. They tell you how much they sell petrol in Ghana, in Cape Verde, other countries. They don't tell you how much they earn in those countries. Now, I have with me a chart. This chart was prepared in 2018 when our naira was 360 or 350. Now, let me just go through a few countries for you. Benin Republic, monthly salary in dollars is $68. Burkina Faso, in fact, in Nigeria at that time it was 49.72 dollars. In Benin Republic here, $68. Burkina Faso, 59. Cape Verde, 132. Chad, $103. The Gambia, 26. Ghana, 48. Guinea-Bissau, 32. Cote d'Ivoire, 155. Liberia, 27. Mali 48, Mauritania 83, Sierra Leone 98, Algeria 162, Angola 98. I can keep on going. That tells you at that time Nigeria was among the least. For now, it is undisputedly the least paying country in the world. And they tell us that petrol is literally sold for free in Nigeria. They are insulting our intelligence. Let them tell us how much they pay in those countries.
You heard that? It's as simple as that. If you look at the minimum wages in those countries and you compare them to what we have in Nigeria, you will know that the people of this country are just slaving away. And that's why you see massive immigration, exodus. People are just jackpying anyhow because they know that if they put in 1/3 of the effort that they put in Nigeria in those other countries, their lives will be much more better. Their future and the future of their children will be secure. And that is why they are running away. Then you have a government that does not want to do anything, that does not want to change the fortune of the people. Instead of doing the right thing, they will pay people to go and be lying up and down in the media. But I don't blame them. This is the APC. They have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy, and they will never change. It behoves the people to say, no, we can't continue to suffer in our country that has so much, a land flowing with milk and honey. Just as Peter Obi said, we have enough in this country to position this country at the echelon. For this country to take its place in the Committee of Nations, we have enough. Corruption is our only problem, and only the people can free themselves now. If only they will put their sentiments aside, put their foot down, and take their country back. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go